And here we have Sonic, mechanical toy Sonic. Look at that. Let's see how fast he goes. I'll put him here. Oh, slid off. Then we got Tails. You know, the wonderful thing about Tails, these are all like McDonaldland toys. But you turn this thing around. Trying to get this to work. Doesn't always work right, but you try. That's the whole point. That was kind of a fail, but at least he tried. And there's Dr. Eggman. Now this is head-on. Well, this isn't actually head-on, but this is one of the first games. This is a clone of head-on. Dot Racer. This is from the Smile Basic 3DS program. So in this one, it's the precursor of Pac-Man. Whoa. Try to show it to you better. Not doing so well with that. But yeah, this is a precursor to Pac-Man. Try again. So when Sega started out, it started out as a slot machine kind of company. You had a couple of dudes in Hawaii make up Sega. They did the best they could. So they did the slot machine business. Then they moved on to, from slot machines, one dude sold it to another dude, sold it to a guy in Japan. So they went from slot machines to arcade machines, like arcade cabinets. They did Periscope, which was like a sort of a focus with a sniper, kind of a scope. Then they did one like a helicopter one, which is like a Simon. If you think of Simon and a mechanical toy helicopter, they made all kinds of light up, shoot with a mechanical toy, kind of like those old pinball tables. We'll do one more round here. So they went from mechanical toy games, arcade games, to eventually video games. And Pongtron was the first Sega video game. Then they did Head On, which is like this one, what you're seeing here. This was before Pac-Man, which is now 40 years old, and Sega is officially 60 years old. Even though the company started out in the 40s. But what makes Sega so cool is its ability to not act like a corporation anymore. They did do all that in the past, and now they kind of went past it. They're not the same kind of people they used to be. When you think of all the greedy people, oh, that's about it. All right, next game. Okay, so we're going to go back to Sonic. This is my favorite racing game so far. Sonic Racing Transformed has all the Sega characters. So Sega 60 or Sega Go. So I'll let the intro play out while I talk. So Sega's the coolest company. It's not the greatest company. What could be the greatest company? Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo, Konami. Well, they've fucked off and done pachinko machines. And then you got Capcom, and sometimes they do shady business, sometimes they don't. Definitely EA. And hell yeah, fucking Activision. And what is it with Ubisoft? They got games for rent. Like you can only rent out games so you should subscribe. Subscription-based games. So that's bullshit. What are you going to get out of that? You got Alex Kidd there. You got, who else? You got Amy Rose. You got that one guy from Skies of Arcadia. You got Shadow. I think you got Ooh La La from Space Channel 5, but I can't be sure. This is the one where all their vehicles transform. It's not to be confused with Team Sonic Racing for the Switch. Oh, for fuck's sake. Turn back on! Turn back on! I'm still using this. There's Super Monkey Ball. We're still in blurry fucking mode for no good reason. There you go. Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed. So yeah, Sega, you know, this is Sega's bread and butter. And they've come a long way. So I'll play one track here. This is the career mode. See, they come a long way. You see, they did the one thing Nintendo failed at doing, okay? Which was they made a great video game movie. Remember Super Mario Brothers, the movie? I sure do. I wish I could forget. So let's see. This is locked. Twilight Engine.
Select an event.
Let's see. Okay, I have 60 stars, but 70 to unlock. So the only thing I can do right now is this one. This is Golden Axe. You remember Golden Axe? One of Sega's greatest brands, a beat 'em up, hack and slash. I don't think I have any characters from Golden Axe. Should we pick Sonic? Should we pick... Let's pick Shadow. I like Shadow. So Sega doesn't do microtransactions. They don't do loot boxes. They don't do subscription-only games. They don't do any bullshittery, and they don't frown on you when you do fan games. As long as you don't make money off of fan games, they're fine with that. They don't sweat the small stuff. All they care about is that you love and buy their products anyway. Because they know the fan games are free advertising for their stuff.
Get ready.
2, 1. Oh shit. There you go, flying mode. I like the original voice actors from Sonic Adventure 1, 2, Sonic Shuffle, and Sonic Heroes. I don't like the new casts. But this was how Sega celebrated their 60th anniversary. They did some commercials with the son of the original actor for the commercials. This guy in a, like, white... Oh, shit. Okay, I gotta try again. Then failed? Yeah, it failed.
This has to be a bad dream.
I got some points. Alright, we'll try again. We'll stay at medium. I'm not doing papi mode, as Vine Sauce would say. But Sega's done so much, like, they fucked up in the beginning. They made so many consoles, right? They had a SG-3000 Sega 1000 system, then the Master System. Then they had the Sega Genesis, Mega Drive. Then the Sega Saturn. Then the Dreamcast, and they had Game Gear and TV Tuner, and they've had so many different systems. But there was so much fighting between Sega of Japan and Sega of America. Yeah? 1. Come on, you can do it. Stay on that road. Live and learn. I am all I am. Yeah, this is one of my favorite Sega games, man. This is it. Sega's not the greatest. They're not the most Monopoly-based game, and they don't need to be. These are the college boys of video game companies. I mean, you got Mario Kart 8 Mario Kart 8 Deluxe for the Switch, and I might get that, but I like this one. I like what this does. I still remember Pac-Man World Rally. There's no way a car in lava would last long. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. So in short, I mean, this is why Sega is so great, because yes, they have their franchise of characters just like Namco, just like Capcom, and Konami and Nintendo, but more importantly, they don't sweat the small stuff. They don't care that much about making so much money. You know, they just, like with Team Sonic Racing, it's less than what you see here, but it's still, like I said, it's still a great, let's try one more. Yeah. We'll do one more. But like I said, Sega doesn't care. They don't care about, you know, taking too much of your money. And when they did the movie with Jim Carrey and Ben Schwartz as the voice of Sonic, they did great. I mean, fantastic work. Jim Carrey really took a turnaround. Dark Crimes, which is a movie nobody ever heard of, got a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes. So to play a fake Russian accent detective and then going right to Dr. Robotnik, Dr. Eggman, was really good. And a sequel will really outdo the first movie. But after that, I think that, you know, Sega's really, they've made some bounds, leaps and bounds. One, zero. I'm just having fun cruising on this. But you can pick the guy from Wreck-It Ralph, Ralph from Wreck-It Ralph. You can pick Sonic, you can pick one of the Ai from Super Monkey Ball. There's Shinobi, there's Crazy Taxi. There's Ooh La La, there's the kid from, what is it? What is that? That skateboarding one. I forget. It's Jet Set Radio. That's the one. Jet Set Radio. Jet Grind Radio, but I call it Jet Set Radio. Oh, you gotta be faster than this shit. I'm not doing so well. 2, 1, 0. Yeah, I got a few feet higher. So that's the game. But happy anniversary, Sega. You are loved. You're the best. You're not the greatest, but you're still the coolest. So I think I've said enough. Thank you for tuning in. Sega Go.